Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm excited to have you all here today for the Encode times Chainlink Hackathon finale. We have lots of great pitches coming at you here in just a few moments, and we'll get started here in just a few minutes. We'll get everyone a chance to join, but in the meantime, feel free to drop in the chat where you are from. Love to see just how global the audience is on the finale. So to start, I'll put it here in chat. I am in USA. And yeah, feel free to throw them. We have some from Germany, London, more from Germany, Japan, Portugal. So as usual, a very global and virtual audience. And I'm gonna throw just a few links here in chat. If you're not part of the Encode Club Discord or Twitter, we'd love to get you involved. There's lots of cool updates about all things Encode Club on there. And if you want to connect with myself, I'll throw my email and Twitter. Feel free to reach out with any questions, anything that you have. We'll be happy to help out in whatever way I can. But as we come in here, 2 minutes after the start date, we'll go ahead and get started. So I'll do a quick share of my screen and we'll get everything going. Awesome. So again, welcome everyone to the Encode and Chainlink Hackathon finale. This was a great program, and we saw lots of great submissions, and so super happy to showcase some of the top teams here today. So what exactly is happening today here on the finale? So we have 8 teams into the finalists are given a 3-minute presentation over exactly what they built during the hackathon, and then after that, we're going to be announcing the prize winners. We have 13 of them today, as well as 3 top prizes that I'll go over more here in just a few minutes. And so the schedule of events, as of right now, we're doing a quick overview of all things Encode Club and the hackathon. In about 5 minutes, we'll go into the 8 finalist presentations, which I'm very excited for. And in about 55 minutes, the judges will be going to a breakout room to discuss the finalists and kind of crown the top winners. And then after that, we'll come out and actually announce the prize winners. And then 70 minutes, time to party, and lots of cool new prizes will be dished out to the winning teams, and lots of great new projects into the ecosystem. So I'll hand it over to the CEO of Encode Club, Anthony, to give just a few words on all things Encode Club.
Hi guys. First, it'd be remiss of me not to say a huge congratulations for success already that's happened and to come. Good luck for today, those that are pitching, and those we have a number of prizes for non-finalists to give out today, and also share my just general excitement. This has been a really fantastic hackathon to watch. Well, in my case, from the sideline, you guys have been right in the thick of it. Some absolutely outstanding teams. I was eagerly awaiting looking at them as soon as they came in, and they did not disappoint. Just excited, really. A few words about Encode. A lot of you know you're here. I don't need to shill it too hard, but we are a Web3 education community. We're here to help you learn, build, get hired, and in general do well in Web3. Our education is free, global, and hopefully extensive. And I know extensive because I see a number of faces that have been in numerous Encode programs over both weeks, months, and in some cases years, which fills me with huge joy. I'm always at my proudest, mainly when I see the thing guys go on to do. We've had almost 60 startups out of Encode, startups being projects that have gone to get VC funding, hundreds upon hundreds of people have gone to get great jobs, and just the general impact you have made is extremely enthusing, quite frankly. So I know I can say with confidence that you guys will go on to do very well in Web3, and what that looks like, I look forward to seeing. So as I say, one last good luck for finalists, one general good luck for receiving prizes. The prize, of course, is the participation, but there's also some cash at the end of it too, so that's kind of nice. Other than that, well done, and Danny, back to you.
Thank you, Anthony. And honestly, this entire program would not have been possible without the amazing support from the sponsors, the Chainlink team, not only with the hackathon, but also with an amazing Educate series that kicked off prior to the start of the hackathon, as well as a few amazing technical workshops and assistance in the Discord channel by the Chainlink team. We do have Richard and Andrej from the Chainlink team. So do you guys just want to say a few words to the hackers?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Richard Gottleber. I'm a developer advocate at Chainlink Labs. And my job's really fun, but this is probably like the hardest part of my job, what I'm about to do, because hackathons always, the projects are amazing. And then you have to pick a winner and you're like, man, what? These are all so good. So I just want to say, like, start off with that, like participating in hackathons, the projects like that are built are amazing. And so like, don't get discouraged if you don't win. Everything that I've seen so far out of Encode has been just like phenomenal. So I'm proud of all of y'all with what you've done so far. I'm looking forward to these pitches. This is gonna be awesome. I don't know if Andrej, if you want to say anything.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, first of all, I'm Andrej, also DA from Chainlink Labs. I just wanted to say, to congrats you actually for the quality of the submissions. I had an opportunity to look all of them, and the quality of submission for this hackathon in particular, it was amazing. So I'm really excited about this final. Good luck, everyone, and let's do it.
Great, thank you, Richard and Andrej. We'll get back into it. So, yes, after a hackathon, building does not stop there. There's so many opportunities, especially within the Encode Club ecosystem, to stay involved and to keep building. Now you have a whole new set of skills, especially within the Chainlink system, to keep on building on your same project or building on a new project. You're also now an ambassador, not only for Encode Club, but also for Chainlink, as you are part of their ecosystem now with a whole new set of projects that you have and a whole new set of skills to put to work and to showcase to the public. And also, great thing about Encode Club is assistance with getting hired in blockchain, and not just with us. You, as I mentioned earlier, have new skills and new projects to showcase to getting hired in the blockchain and the Web3 space as a whole. And lastly, getting funding is always the fun part post-hackathon. When you have a great project, great idea, and great team behind that project, is always fun to get funding and take the next steps in the building process. And so, yes, how does a hackathon exactly work? If you did not participate in kind of just showcasing, this is exactly what happened here over the past few weeks. So to start, we had a kind of a 6-part Educate series talking about all things Chainlink, getting involved in blockchain and getting involved in the Chainlink ecosystem. And that led directly into the Encode and Chainlink hackathon. So this one specifically was a 4-week-long hackathon to build just about anything with Chainlink. There was lots of support in the Discord channel from the Encode team, as well as, most importantly, the Chainlink team helping out with any technical and non-technical problems there in the Discord channel. And today is the coolest part. We'll be announcing some amazing prizes. And as I also talked about, we had some phenomenal workshops led by both Anthony and the Encode team and some members of the Chainlink team as well, giving both non-technical as well as technical overviews of the Chainlink ecosystem, as well as just getting involved in the blockchain space as a whole. And so next up, what do the prizes look like today, and exactly what is being given out to these amazing teams after the pitch session? So overall, we have $30,000 in prizes in total being given out to 13 teams total. 8 of them you're going to see presenting today, and we're also very happy to be announcing 5 more runner-up prizes, which we announced after the pitches. Overall, there was just one challenge, which was build anything utilizing Chainlink. So no specific challenges. It was a very open hackathon, which led to lots of great projects coming in. So first prize is going to be $10,000, and that's the grand prize. Followed with the second prize of $7,000, a third place prize of $3,000, as well as 10 runner-up prizes of $1,000 each, which is going to be made up of 5 of the finalists today, as well as 5 more who will be announcing later on. And so who exactly are the judges today? And you've already met both of them, Richard and Andre, both developer advocates from Chainlink Labs, and we're super excited to have them here today. And also, they put on some great workshops here in the past for us. So once again, thank you to the judges, and pumped to see these presentations. And that leads us into the finalist pitches. And I will stop sharing my screen and we will get right into it. So to start, as I mentioned, we have the team from LiquiBet. And just as a quick reminder, to keep everything on pace, we do want to keep these to about 3 minutes. So if you start to hit over 3 minutes, I'm going to put a quick clock emoji there just as a reminder to start wrapping things up, and let's get on to the next team. So if you see that, don't panic, but that's just a little warning. So LiquiBet, go ahead and share your screen, and let's get going. Best of luck to everyone.
Great. So I'm with Team LiquiBet. LiquiBet is a dynamic SFT asset derivative with gambling and lottery mechanics. Don't get liquidated. Here's our dev team. We met at the boot camp. The three of us built this in just 1 week, actually. So we didn't really set out to solve a particular problem. I wanted to create something like weird with SFTs, and we workshopped this and came up with LiquiBet. It's a combination of art, DeFi, and gaming. It's very Web3. It's not just a Web2 project ported into Web3. So I'll tell you a little bit more about LiquiBet. So it's a game of art and chance where both big spenders and not so big spenders can win. You get into the betting pool by buying a dynamic SFT that tracks an underlying non-stable coin, such as ETH or Bitcoin. And that image is going to change along with the health of the token relative to historical averages. We made these images in Midjourney, by the way, which was pretty fun. So, all right, you can see the health of the token on this chart. As that dips, the lower tiers, the lower buy-in tiers get liquidated. They're more sensitive to liquidations, and their buy-in gets distributed amongst upper tier token holders. And we also stake all of the contributions with a yield-bearing contract to fund the lottery. So that's why you would want to buy in at tier 0. You don't have a lot of money. It's the cheapest lottery ticket, and you get to keep a really cool SFT asset. We used a bunch of Chainlink products. We used the VRF Oracle for Fair Lottery, the Price Feed Oracle, and both kinds of keepers, Custom Logic and Cron. And let's go have a look at our demo. So we have 2 pools here on our landing page. They're both Ethereum tracking pools. You can see the start date and the lock-in period countdown. Our lock-in periods are usually around like 20, 30 days to give the staking contract time to accrue lottery winnings. So we're going to look at some details. We've connected with MetaMask. All right, so there's a bunch of information here. This pool is open for buy-ins. You can see the APY that our staking contract is using to fund the lottery on the left. You can see the total amount invested. You can see the asset. And here you can buy these tokens. You can see the prices and then the percentage below historical average at which you get liquidated. So we're going to buy a tier 2 SFT. You can see the whole collection of SFTs this user has bought for this pool on the bottom there. There are 5 of them. We're about to add 1 more as soon as this transaction goes through. Yep, there we go. Now we should have 2 tier 2 tokens, and we're going to look into that a little bit. The tier 2s are healthy because they've got a happy green bonsai tree. And you can just go and look at more details, see exactly what level. I think level 5 is the max, and then level 1 is liquidated. And I'll show you so that one on the bottom, you can see both pools of SFTs here. That crispy looking one has been liquidated, and we'll take a closer look in a sec. So we're going into pool 2, which is resolved and closed. The payouts have been given, the lottery's been drawn, and it looks like our token got liquidated here on the bottom. In fact, the bottom 2 tiers got liquidated. That's it. Do we have any questions? That was LiquiBet in a nutshell. Thank you so much, everyone.
Quick question. Did you mention that you used keepers to automate it? You went through like that slide. I was like,
yeah.
Only had 3 minutes though. So
yeah, I know. So we use Chainlink keepers to update the SFT image. I think every like 30 minutes or something. Okay. So we check the price oracle and then update the image. We also use the custom logic to update periodically in the main gambling contract. So there's the SFT contract and the gambling contract.
Okay, very cool. And are these, sorry, viewable like after the fact on like OpenSea and stuff too?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah.
And where do you store the images?
The images are stored in IPFS. Yeah, and I think we're using like a Pinata gateway or something to access them.
Okay, cool. That's all the questions I had.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Morgan. Great presentation and great way to kick things off here today. And we'll get right here going into the next presentation. So we have the team from Polaris. We're going to go ahead and share your screen and get things going.
I am Jovi, a 23-year-old developer from Brazil, and today I'm going to present you Polaris on-chain. Ever since the last bull market, we've realized many project owners and users were having quite a hard time trying to integrate their social media to their blockchain projects. Even if they wanted to show their assets or even create community engagement, they were having some trouble because there wasn't really a well-established brand building tool integrated to crypto, meaning that projects were often confined to their native chain. Of course, we had a big technical knowledge barrier because, and therefore there wasn't really a standard to implement this kind of connectivity, meaning that users and business owners would often resort to solutions that weren't really secure or weren't really well established. With that in mind, we came up with Polaris, which is a professional community building tool. It can host Discord managed on-chain giveaways. It can monitor collection status. It can global level users so that every Discord interaction will reward the user with more legitimacy as a crypto enjoyer. And it does all of that while protecting user privacy. So users decide their level of anonymity, and to link their wallets to their Discord ID, they use a one use only key hash. Of course, all the sensitive data gets sent via Discord ephemeral messages, which I'll show to you guys in a while. The best part of it is you don't really need any technical knowledge other than pushing the / button to push a Discord command. Here is a very brief technical overview. And the way we have integrated Chainlink to Polaris is by using constant US dollar prices to link their wallets with the Chainlink data feeds. And in the future, we are going to introduce the VRF to generate truly random numbers that can easily be verified by the users. As a quick demo, I'm going to show you how to link a wallet to a Discord ID. At first, we will show a user profile, and you can see that the Polygon wallet address is undefined. Now, if we push the / register command, we will generate a key hash that can be pasted at our React application. And when we push this transaction, our oracles will update the database, linking the wallets that's logged in into our page to the Discord ID that has generated the initial key hash. Of course, if you have a look at the messages, you will see that all of those are ephemeral, meaning that only the user can see these messages. So they are protected not only from project owners, but also from the Polaris team itself. For the future, we will introduce the tokens and governance because it must be decentralized, as we believe only communities with full decentralization can work properly, and we also aim to introduce fiat payment. Here are some of our launch dates, and I really thank you guys for all the support and the time you've given us at this hackathon. Cheers.
One tiny question, maybe I missed that. How do you generate the key hash?
We use some random functions such as the keycack, and we create it with the Discord bot.
Okay. Yeah, just wanted to know the function. Cool, thanks.
Yeah. Anytime you want to link another wallet, we generate a new one. So really, if you push this transaction and look at the event, you really cannot link the Discord ID to the wallet.
I see. Yeah, cool.
Awesome. Well, amazing presentation from the Polaris team, and we'll keep things going here with the team from NodeOps. So feel free to share your screen and present.
NodeOps is a software as a service which allows developer to run Chainlink jobs on demand without having a Chainlink node. NodeOps also allows node operator to manage or monitor nodes. We are a group of 3 people. Saurabh is our node operator, Harsha, me, Frank are full stack devs. Currently, pain points for developer are that they are not savvy enough to run their own Chainlink nodes. Significant DevOps resources are required for making sure everything is running healthily, and this takes time away from working on a dev. Also, the developer are dependent on a node operator if you want to do any changes like input-output parameter or move to a different chain. For node operator, they're giving their time and resources away to developer. They have no certainty if developers moves on and leaving jobs unused. Also, they need to maintain multiple jobs on multiple chains and have no incentive to support jobs on testnet. The solution, on-demand jobs for testnet. The developer picks an API endpoint or pastes the Excel adapter code and chooses a chain they're interested in. Then the developer pays a nominal amount, and we respond with an Oracle and job ID. The developer can freely change everything on it. So the pain points are removed, and a developer can freely add and modify any number of external adapter and don't need to host them by themselves. And move to a new chain is literally one click. For node operator, they can make some revenue for the service provided and have a better overview of a customer jobs, can, for example, remove dormant jobs, which result in predictability in terms of server load. Here's a quick tech overview, and now let's begin with the demo. First, I need to log in with the wallet, and then I can go and create a new job. Can also add my own node and deploy to that, or use one of our public nodes. In this example, I deploy a job which gives me a giving winner for a giving soccer match. I paste the code and only need to set some options like dynamic parameter, that I can send parameters from Solidity, or the type and path I want to have in Solidity. The job's now deployed, and I executed the job in the background. I can now see that the job successfully went through, and I can also look inside the run, the input, outputs, errors, and see the job definition. Our future plans are to add additional job types like cron jobs, keepers, and webhooks, also to improve the UI and UX to make it more simple and intuitive to use, and then to do a public beta test. Also want to onboard node operators and allow developers to deploy their nodes. And yeah, that's it. Any questions?
Great, thank you, Frank. Any questions from the Chainlink team?
Just to make sure I'm understanding, you basically have 2 customer bases here, node operators as well as node, I don't know what to call them, users.
Yes, exactly.
You're visioning? Okay, very cool.
Oh, I have a maybe dumb question, but let's imagine that I am a smart contract developer and I have like a project in Hardhat and wants to create tests to use your nodes, node as a service. With Alchemy, for example, I just need a URL and I can point to their service. Is it enough for you to provide me some API endpoint and I can handle the rest, or no? I can imagine it works that way. Can work in future.
The UI is the only way, but it will be possible through API later.
In future, okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Cool.
Great, awesome. Well, thank you again, Frank, for the amazing presentation. If you can go ahead and stop sharing your screen, we'll get everything going. And I believe next up, we have the team from Bet Together.
Hello, everyone. Proud to present to you guys here, Bet Together. Say goodbye to losing your money on bets. Let's go next slide. Our team is Diego Alzate, myself, and Bernardo Frankishin. So the gambling industry is a wealthy business, estimated to be worth around roughly $265 billion in 2019. And it's growing rapidly in the crypto world at a rate of 11.4% per year. The problem with obviously gambling is there's lots of money, and we see that up to 23 million Americans land in debt due to gambling. Yeah. Our solution, skipped one. Our solution is Bet Together, which is a no-loss crypto betting protocol. So let's go straight into this and see how it works. This is the homepage. You can connect your wallet. After connecting your wallet, you can go inside and check all the betting pools. Right now, we can create a coin flip or a World Cup. Let's create a coin flip. After creating this coin flip, you'll see it with a status of open. Let's go inside and check what other functions we could do. All right, as an owner, you'll be able to close the pool and bet as long as the status is open. Let's bet 20 on tails. This is a coin flip, right? It's either heads or tails. After the bet went through, we'll be able to see the outcome of the bets all in the table below. Right now, there's only one bet, stays open. And you also be able to see from the general board the amounts that have been betted. So we just saw the 20 update. Let's close the pool. You'll close the pool whenever you're happy with the bets that come in. After it has been closed, it will go to status yielding, meaning we sent this to AVE protocol so it can start yielding on the total amount of bets, not just your bet. And the only thing left right now is to actually generate the result as the owner. And then we use Chainlink VRF for this. And we see that it goes to status closed. The yielded amount for this case was 0 because it was a short amount of time. But we see the outcome was tails. You won because the user bet tails and he saw, but he didn't actually get any yield on it, but he was allowed to get more. This is another pool. We did leave this for 24 hours and we do see a different type of bet where we see some yield. And this was only 24 hours and we saw the outcome was heads. We did bet heads. So the user will now be able to withdraw his initial bet plus some yielded amount. And the loser will be able to withdraw, his initial bet, just no yield, proportional. So we use A for yield generation, Chainlink VRF to simulate the coin flip. And also we have a simulated World Cup right now live on our site. Until it's there, until it starts. The deployment on Gottleber testnet. And our roadmap for the future is using real life events with Chainlink oracles. A 2022 World Cup Alpha launch allows sponsors to actually add deposit and funds into these pools so we can boost the yield. Private pools, so pool owners can actually restrict who can bet, no locking period. And thank you guys for your attention.
I don't think so. My only thought would be one question with with your demo, obviously to do it all real time, yield doesn't work. Have you thought about minimum time lock-ins or anything like that to produce yield?
Right. I think, we haven't thought about a actual time frame. Our main use case, kind of thought this question might pop up. Our main use case is for long-term type of bets, such as maybe a Premier League sort of thing where you choose the winner. Again, the FIFA World Cup or anything long-term is our initial thoughts. We do want to make this obviously as flexible as possible. Maybe 20 days would be a rough amount. Yeah, I don't know. It's our initial thoughts. Thank you.
So whenever you guys mentioned you will going to work on the football league, right? How do you guys resolve the event?
We would use the Chainlink Oracle. There are some that already give us some results of Chainlink, but it hasn't been. Yeah, that's the brief question answer, I guess.
Awesome. And thank you, Diego, and Bet Together team. But we'll get things moving on here with the presentation from the Mint Snipe team. So feel free to share your screen and get going.
Hey, folks. This is Hugo. I'm Conrad. By the way, we are in Berlin currently. So if you're also at Eat Berlin, do hit us up. I'll post a link in the main chat. So together we've built Mint Snipe, and the whole idea behind Mint Snipe is that there's so many free mints out there, and we built some bots that scan the interwebs to check for those free mints, and then we just snipe them. And the idea is that you can buy a bullet to have a shot at this. And I'll let Hugo explain a little bit about the challenges of making this fair and fairly distributed as a service.
Awesome. Thanks, Conrad. So this is a few examples of the mints the bot sniped pretty recently. And the idea behind Mint Snipe is not only, it's something fun, you get a bunch of NFTs, you don't really have to do much, you don't have to be on Discord or Twitter, but maybe also profitable. And because the average value of these, we did a bit of analysis, is actually about $50 after 3 months of these free mints. Because, the only problem, the big problem with this, with minting as a service like this, is that the distribution of value is very unequal. You have the global towns of the world, which have a floor price of about 1 ETH, and then you have about 95% of other projects which have a floor price of 0 ETH, because no one wants them, because they're not very valuable, even on Ethereum mainnet, and by the way, this is on Ethereum mainnet deployed, they have a value of 0. So by buying a bullet, which costs about $10, you get a chance at one of these NFTs, but you want to ensure that you get a fair chance. You don't want to, maybe the founders keeping all the valuable NFTs, maybe they have a friend, and then if you get the randomness out of the block number, then they ensure that their friend gets the valuable NFT. You want it to be fair. And so here's a little math analysis we did on all the NFT collections that have been minted in the past 3 months. lots of numbers, but I think look at the top right quadrant. Again, like most NFT collections have a 30-day average price about zero after a month, like really worthless. But even so, the average price of all of them is 0.04, which is about $50 after a few months, just because we have these huge outliers. So again, emphasis, we want a fair distribution of NFTs. How do you do this? Well, getting randomness on chain is very difficult, but we have Chainlink VRF, and that's exactly what we're using. We're using the V2 contract. This ensures that, well, whenever we make an NFT and we send it to whoever's about what a bullet, it's verifiably fair. And so, yeah, the website is live on mainnet, mintsnipe.xyz. You can buy a bullet right now. We've minted about, I think, 30 NFTs that are waiting to be raffled in the past few days. This is Conrad. I'm Hugo, and let's do a really short demo. We have about 30 seconds remaining. Website is live. I hope you can see my screen on mintsnipe.xyz. I'll connect my wallet. I need to change to mainnet. Buy bullet should be 0.066 ETH, which covers the gas cost and the link cost for VRF. Clicking confirm, and well, it takes about 15 seconds because of Ethereum. And that should be about it. And so next time an NFT gets minted, I should be in the raffle for it. And so I'm guaranteed one NFT. Don't know which I'll get. Yeah, it's confirmed. And so that was all. Thanks.
Yeah, and do hit us up if you're currently in Berlin. I'll post.
Especially interested investors or other founders.
Yes, everyone.
Awesome. Thank you so much, both of you. And any questions from Richard or Andrej?
Yeah. So is this? I'm confused. Is it a raffle of NFTs that you all have gotten the mint for?
So the way it works is you buy a bullet, and so this bullet guarantees you get an NFT at some point. So we scan, new Freeman collections. We mint out of those. So then we have a set of NFTs that we have minted, and so then we send them to a smart contract. We get a Chainlink VRF a random number, and then this random number tells us to which slot we send this NFT, and so then that ensures that the NFT you actually get is fair. Okay.
And you said you created a bot that does the actual minting.
Right now, the way the bot works is we actually scan Twitter for new NFT collections. We were working on actually just taking out new blocks and just directly running a node, but it's a little bit out of the scope, but it's on the roadmap.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, one more. Can I, as a user, buy multiple bullets with the same wallet address? Yes.
First bullet might be a little bit higher in gas cost because the contract has to store your address. But the next ones I think should be about 50 cents in gas cost to buy multiple bullets.
Yes.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Please do. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Mint Snipe team. We'll go ahead into the final three presentations here with a presentation from EtherScore. So feel free to take it away.
Thanks. So I present you EtherScore, which is a decentralized reputation system. So we often say that data is the new gold, but what if I told you that blockchain data are the new untapped gold mines? Indeed, most today's blockchain analytic platforms are focusing on trading indicators or consensus data about the nodes, but we identified that Web3 is lacking some users profiles, and because of this, there are a lot of limitations. So here are examples of reputation in Web2, and we can see that it is present on social networks, video games, marketplaces, etc. But in Web3, the only available reputation is by digging into the data, and you have to give context to each transaction, and it's very not practical, not human readable. So because of this, there are a lot of limitations. For example, airdrops are found by VCs and bots, DAO votes can be bought, and DeFi is limited. So the solution we propose is to build reputation as NFT badges based on your on-chain actions. So the first step for dApps is to define the badge condition. For example, having you done 10 swap on Uniswap or having voted in 5 DAO proposals. Then publish the badge as NFT. The users eligible come to claim it. And then the dApp simply have to reward the badge holders with any incentive. It can be a discount, it can be exclusive access, token gating, or also voting power. So the concept of on-chain reputation enables dApps to incentivize and identify the reputable users, but also to build new services based on reputation, such as under-collateralized loans. Our target is the dApps which will issue badge to identify their users, and the users which come to build their on-chain reputation and access incentives. So here is our alpha version. So we are live on testnet. We deployed a set of badges based on Web3 positive behavior. So if you have donated on Gitcoin, if you have if you are verified on proof of humanity or produce content on Mirror and Lens, you can claim a badge, and this badge will give you access to our DAO. So you will have access to a specific Discord channel, but also one badge will equal to one vote in our DAO. It will not be one token, one vote as other DAO, but one badge, one vote. So for now, we have more than 200 badges that were claimed among 100 holders. And yes, the badges are based on Snapshot, Gitcoin, etc. But it can be based on any blockchain sector, such as DeFi, gaming, etc. So we use Chainlink to query our chain data sources, such as the Graph protocol, Snapshot API, etc. And we bring the result on the chain. In the future, we want to enhance the Chainlink capabilities, Chainlink node capabilities, by doing all the data processing directly on the node to make the process more decentralized. So the team is composed of me and Geoffrey. We are both French blockchain researchers interested in decentralization for public good. So we started with a few hackathons, and now we just released the alpha less than 1 month ago, and we will release the mainnet version by the beginning of the next year. So thanks, and feel free to contact us.
Oh, so my wallet address, if I own a Lens profile, I'm eligible for, let's say, one badge for
Yes.
like owning a Lens profile. And if I like wrote something on Mirror, I'm eligible for another badge. Is that correct?
Yes. So
now I have like 2 votes in DAO, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So
okay. Yeah.
here's a list of other badges. And if you have done the actions, if you are eligible, you can claim it. And it will give you +1 voting power in our DAO.
Cool. Understood. Thank you.
Great. Thank you again, Sammy and the EtherScore team. And now heading into the next presentation, we have Odyssey.
Hi, welcome to Odyssey. This is what we made for Chainlink Hackathon 2022, and it was just so much fun. So this is us. I'm Ishika, and my teammate Ayush.
Hi, I'm Ayush.
Yeah. So we started Entropy Labs back in November 2021 to actually, with the name to find the product market and Entropy Labs fit that we want to work in. So we started with exploring a lot of niches, and after a lot of, different explorations, we found utility NFTs to be some, the path we wanted to take. But with a lot of ideation, we didn't know how to reach users. We looked at a lot of, research and everything, and got to know that the Web2 brands would be something in a way that, we could reach users with utility NFTs. But then obviously the experience-wise something was missing. That's when we started looking at, how we could introduce immersive environments and how people could actually find the rarity that comes with, utility NFTs in those immersive environments. So that is what we are. We are an ecosystem for distribution of utility NFTs in immersive environments. The aim of this is to move away from collectability to the utility and add a value for our users. So, yeah.
So yeah, this is an overview of a tech stack. We've used Chainlink VRF to randomize the drops. So we randomize geotagged NFTs in certain dedicated geofenced areas. So that's how we use Chainlink VRF. And then we use IPFS to store the metadata, and we are on the Polygon network.
So I'll just take you through the whole app. This is the user-facing side of the platform. So the user joins a hunt, the AR hunt. We get their camera and, camera access, location access. And we give them, some indicators on how would they move around, when they're looking, when they're using the AR view. They will get notifications on what people are doing around them. They will also get indications on where the NFTs might be around them. And obviously, once they get the NFT, it's, they have to spin the wheel to see if they've actually won it or not. And this comes with a lot of, so if they've won it, they go ahead to claim it. So now the Nike NFT is the users, and they've won the utility that is behind the NFT are the shoes, which Nike might have geotagged. So they go to mint it Now, obviously, that takes time. Till then, they can browse to at the different NFTs, they might have. So this is one more NFT which they might have, which is the Zara Spring Collection, which the utility of it could be tickets to the Zara show in the metaverse, or even actually a new collection that they would be launching. So then we go ahead to tell them how they are going to, utilize the NFT, what the redeem way would be. So this is how they do it. This is the discount code which they have to put as an OTP, which they will have to generate in the app. And they go on Nike's website while they're buying it. They just put this discount code and they can redeem the shoes for free. So this was our user-facing platform. For businesses. There's geotagging, multiple utilities. We'll focus a lot on smooth developer experience and cross platform marketing, and do a lot of smooth transition for Web2 brands into Web3. So the roadmap is to finish the MVP, actually start gaining traction, start reaching out to businesses, and do feature unlocks where people can play with their friends, and even do multi-chain integration for brands. So this was Odyssey. Thank you so much. Let's talk more. You can reach out to us on our website. I'll also link it here. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Odyssey team. Any questions from the judges?
So you find the NFT based on the geotag, and then there's a chance of winning it, and that's using VRF, is that correct?
Yeah, so we use VRF to geotag the NFTs, but you spin the wheel, so that's not on VRF.
Okay, gotcha.
Great. Once again, thank you to the Odyssey team, and heading now into the final presentation of the finalist, we have Securo Finance.
So Securo Finance simplifies the DeFi investing with API, and we are building the Stripe for DeFi to our user. The primary goals are to simplify for neobanks, family office, and crypto brokers to access the DeFi with developer-friendly tools. So in this session, we introduce our core team members. We have expertise in finance, technology, and cryptocurrency. We have a solid track record of developing and running the tech businesses and products for companies such as Google, Standard Chartered, and bank, and more. So here is the problem statement we are going to solve. Building the DeFi product is complicated. Develop and interact with smart contract requires specialist knowledge. Also, there are many blockchain networks and DFs with their own development ecosystem. It costs the developers to spend more time to learn all of them. Current Web3 tools are not developer-friendly, and developers need a basic understanding of blockchain concept in order to use the tools. So it created a higher entry barrier to Web3 and DeFi. So how does Securo Finance solve this problem? Securo Finance is providing the DeFi infrastructure as a service, which is all-in-one integration for all the Web3 solutions. There are a few solutions can be found in Securo Finance. For example, DeFi index product, a basket of token asset for different risk profile, custodian and non-custodian wallet, and payment on and off ramps integration to provide the comprehensive experience from fiat currency to DeFi protocols. Support the various blockchain networks. And we also provide the REST API to developers to access the Web3 protocols for customization. Ready the sandbox environment for testing in testnet as well. So Securo Finance is provide the one-stop solution for deploying the funds to DeFi protocols. Our user can just sign up on our platform and doing the KYC or KYB verification and deposit the funds in fiat currency. So we are helping them to automate the process by providing the API to access their Web3 protocols. So let's go through our demo video here. Register an account and browse the DeFi index according to your risk profile. Read and understand the product spec sheet, choose invest and deposit. So that is a dashboard to monitor your portfolio. We provide the API documentation and allows developer to connect our API. So there is no Web3 coding required. Just use your usual REST API. Securo help to handle all the Web3 transaction for you in non-custodial way with customization. That is Securo Finance does. So here is our product roadmap for the next few quarters. There are some critical items we are focusing on. We are building the more features in Securo, such as support various blockchain networks, integrating payment on and off ramps, support more DeFi protocols as well. In terms of marketing, we are reaching out more developers and get them to sign up on our platform to get the early access to our APIs. So yeah, please feel free to visit the Securo site since we are already deployed to the mainnet already, and please feel free to join our API waitlist by signing up on our platform. Thank you.
Again, thank you, Securo Finance, and thank you to all 8 teams that presented today. Now we get to the fun part where we get to announce the winners here in just about 10 to 15 minutes. So, Anthony, do you want to go ahead and put the judges into the waiting room?
I will indeed. Fantastic pictures, everyone, by the way. They were, I'm not going to be too proud to use superlatives, but amongst the best I think we've seen. Right, our wonderful judges, let's move you. Omg, you're going with them, aren't you?
Yes.
Indeed, all right, opening the rooms. You should be able to see that room, judges, and go in there.
And as we mentioned, they'll be back out here in about 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll go ahead and announce all the prize winners and start to wrap things up from there. But Anthony, did you have anything regarding Encode?
Indeed. Cool. So first of all, hey guys, well done. That was excellent. This is always the hardest part, A, on a practical level, deciding who gets prizes, and B, on a patience level. I don't have much patience in general, so you guys have a particular reason to be very excited and impatient, but we ask for a little bit of patience nonetheless as the judging takes place. I'm going to talk you through a few things in code-based opportunities to come, and other great things coming up. But I think the best example of opportunities to come is our brilliant talent work, which is led by Laura. Laura is actually right here with me. Are you joining on laptop, or do you want your laptop or this? Yeah, I'm good. So Laura's actually, we happen to be an in-person working day. So Laura is going to talk to you directly from my laptop. So look at that. Smooth transition.
Such a smooth transition. Hi everyone. Again, well done for, oops, I'm now on 2 different laptops. Just turn my video off over there. Yeah, well done for some fantastic projects. It's good to see some familiar faces here, lots of people that I've met before. As Anthony said, I run everything on kind of like the talent side. So supporting people going on further in their careers. So whether that's, you know, going off to start your own company, looking for freelance work, or getting a full-time job, we're very much here to support you doing that. So how we do that, we have a few different things that we do. So one being kind of career coaching. So we offer one-to-one sessions where we can decide kind of what might be a good route for you moving forward, whether that's you know, going off to be a developer, front end, back end, smart contract engineer. If you're not overly interested in working in terms of developing full time, there might be other routes like, you know, dev relations or product management. So we can talk about everything to do with that, and kind of create a bit of a target and try and make a plan in order to achieve that. Further to that, we also have our own internal job board on the Discord server. I don't know if everyone's seen that, but definitely go and check that out. That's where we post all of the jobs which we're lucky enough to have been given from our great partner companies. So we're working with a number of amazing brands within the space to support them on hiring, and also obviously support you guys getting roles within those companies. So you can apply directly through there as you wish. So I think that's probably everything from me. What I'll do is I'll pop in the recruitment form. So we just ask for you to fill out a short form, which gives us a bit more information about you and what you're looking for. And then from there, we can set up some one-to-one calls and make a plan together as to where to go from here. If you're not looking right now for kind of future opportunities, that's also not an issue. This isn't a kind of like service that runs out or has a kind of like time frame on it. So obviously feel free to get in touch as and when you would like to have a chat. If not right now, just to kind of introduce each other and get to know one another. That can be now or in the future. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll add in the recruitment form in there, and also add my Twitter in there because that's where we host all of the job ads as well.
Thank you very much, Laura. Cool. So I'm going to say a few words about the opportunity for Encode after this. We, as talent, is a part of what we do, but not the only thing that we do. I mentioned earlier in the event, and we've had we think as of today, either the 57th or 59th startup, so it's close to 60 now, VC funded startup out of Encode, which we're obviously extremely proud of. And I think I will just say I think it's likely that someone here will go on to form a VC funded startup, maybe more than one. It varies from hackathon to hackathon, but there is a well-trodden path from hackathon to success later as founders. So I really hope that happens for one of you. Encode has dedicated investment syndicates to invest in cool things out of Encode, and we very much look forward to doing that if some of you are very good, which I think a lot of you very much are. Of course, Encode has many opportunities apart from that. Boot camps, I know a number of you, 3 of the 8 teams here today were part of our boot camp, which is fantastic. We offer Solidity, Expert Solidity, ZK, Cairo to come, Solana, or foundational Solidity as well. We have an Algorand one coming up also. So we'll have some more coming, and they happen roughly every quarter or so, or even a little bit more frequent. So we hope to see you apply for the boot camp. By having participated in this hackathon, it pretty much gives you a golden ticket to getting accepted. So if you want to discuss that, any one of the team are available. Anyone with a blue background here pretty much will know who you're supposed to speak to in terms of all things boot camps. Last thing, well, one of the last things, Encode announced our NFTs very recently. These are much eagerly awaited, and I know some of you are impatient if you've participated in programs earlier this year and getting them, but they are digital representation certificates of your participation in Encode programs, both going back all through history, so including Future of Blockchain 1 4 years ago, which was our first ever hackathon. You can have as many as you participate in. There is a form, I'll let one of the team drop it into chat. There's a form which to fill in. They're back. I'll finish on this note. There's a form to fill in, and after that form has been filled in, we'll check to see if it matches with us. We'll also send you an email anyway asking, telling you are eligible for a particular program, and we'll collect over that over the next few weeks. But you will get one for having participated in the hackathon and separately from the education series. Now I don't have to fill any time anymore. That was the perfect amount of filler I wanted to give. So I believe we have the prize winners. Omji, I think you'll probably have the list. So I'm going to let you send that list, Danny. I'll fill for just a little bit longer. And then Danny.
It's already sent.
I have the answers.
Internet willing, and with your best dramatic announcements, I let you announce our winners, and good luck all.
Yes, and I'm going to share my screen back to just the Chainlink prizes as a quick reminder of exactly what is being awarded today. So to start, as I mentioned at the beginning of the finale event, not just the 8 finalists today are prize winners. We do have 5 more teams who did not present today, but are also being awarded runner-up prizes. So to get right into it, the 5 teams who make up 5 of the 10 runner-up prizes of $1,000 each are Legacy, Hybrids, Verified, Kinetics, and MedLink. So to all those members, we have your contact info, and we will be reaching out to all of you in the coming days to sort the prizes. And now to get into the part that we've all been waiting for the past hour, or the top 3 prizes. And as a reminder, the 3 teams that do not win one of these 3 top prizes also are winning a runner-up prize as well. And so now, Anthony, think we're ready to go to announce the big...
Go for it.
Awesome, great. So to start things off, the 3rd place prize winning team of $3,000 is the EtherScore team. So big congrats to you and your entire team, and as well, we'll be in contact here in the next few days. And now for the 2nd prize of $7,000 is the Odyssey team. So congrats to both of you, as it was a great presentation and amazing project. And now, so for the final one, the big $10,000 grand prize is going out to the LiquiBet team. So congrats to you and all of you as part of the team. And as a quick reminder, the 5 teams that did not get named all considered runner-up prizes as well. So congrats to everyone, all 13 teams, as well as everyone that did submit in the hackathon on your success here over the past couple of weeks.
Guys, well done. Thank you very much for all your hard work. We'll post a list of those prize winners on the Discord. Yeah, well done again. A big cheers. Last thing, we need a lovely photo. So Danny, I'll let you take that. If we could ask you to put your cameras on, your best smile that might go on Twitter later. Yeah, we'll go from there. I'll let you call it, Danny.
Again, thank you to everyone that came out, and to all the prize winners, all 13 of you. Member from the Encode team will be in contact with you all for the past, in the next few days to sort the prize distribution.
Just want to congrats to everyone. We had a fantastic time with you. And once again, the quality of your submission was amazing. Congrats.
And this wraps up the Encode and Chainlink Hackathon. Once again, congrats to everyone, and enjoy the rest of your day, evening, morning, wherever you may be located. See you all later on a future Encode program.